Air, water, earth, fire. For hundreds of years, the four nations have lived in harmony. The Avatar, master of all four elements, has always been responsible for maintaining the peace. But Avatar Roku passed away 13 years ago, and now the four nations look to the air nomads to reveal the next Avatar. But the world is met with silence. 5 young heroes stopped a secret Fire Nation invasion on their way to deliver the news of the air nomad genocide to Ba Sing Se. Now the world knows of the loss of the air nomads, and both the water tribes and the Earth Kingdom prepare for all-out war. But as harmony is dissolved, our young heroes need to address the agitated spirits and bring peace back to the world. Previously on the Flying Bison Podcast.
On their way to the Siwang Desert, our adventurers discovered a group of mistreated refugees in the Earth Kingdom. After deciding they lacked the bureaucratic skills necessary, they sent for Shoban to bring help. Upon arriving in the Siwang Desert, they met a group of beetle-headed merchants who offered them a special drink.
Friends, Avatar listeners, countrymen and women, and non-binary people, lend me... I was trying to think of some other body part other than ears, but it just... I couldn't come up with one. I can't come up with one. Lend me your tonsils. Toes.
Ew.
Everyone, lend me your tongue. Okay. It was like, nope. How is everybody? How are you all doing? This is going great. How are you all doing? We never talk anymore, the 6 of us.
What?
Oh, wow. I didn't realize this would feel so
awkward.
For real? We never talk anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I feel like I put way more into this relationship than the 5 of you do. And
well, is this like a reverse intervention?
It's a reverse intervention.
He has a letter for each of us that he's going to let us
read. No, we've known each other now for... Well, some of us have known each other for a while. We've been playing together for a little over a year now. Way back. I think this was at the beginning of... Well, it was one of the first few episodes we ever recorded. We talked about what we think the other people... What benders the other person's people are. So we, instead of saying like what we think we are, we talked about each other, which was fun. I thought it was a fun twist on that question. I have to give credit to Lord Immortal in Discord because he asked this question in there, and I loved it so much I wanted to ask it here as well too. Which is also a plug to join our Discord because we have fun conversations in there. But B, I think it'll be really interesting. So in Avatar Legends, you've got your training, right? You're a bender, you're a martial artist, you're technology, but you also have a fighting style. So way back ago, we said that Danny and I are waterbenders, Nick and Monroe are earthbenders, Steve's an airbender, and Johnny is a firebender, just based on the personalities of what we knew of each other. Now I must ask you, not what you think other people are, but what do you think your fighting style would be?
I mean, I'll go first if no one wants to go.
I'm thinking.
I got, so I had an earthbending. That's what was picked for me. And if I had to pick a earthbending style that would match up very well, it would just be like a very, like, brutal, like, I make stone fists and I just go at people. That's it.
Well, it just sounds like you're Dai Li.
Yeah, that's like more refined. I'm saying like
the boulder.
Yeah, maybe not the showmanship or the references to the Rock, but
you would focus on like the raw physical power of earthbending.
Yeah, like I would just like you call it like gorilla stance or something. I don't know.
That's fun. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
My mind immediately went to extreme sports are like a huge thing in California. So while I'm not like proficient at it, like I'm decent at skateboarding. I know how to snowboard. I know how to surf. I feel like as a waterbender, it would be fun to create like ice boards to get around on. That'd be pretty dope.
So you're like longboarding, but just like sliding?
Sliding around.
Yeah, just
nice.
sliding around.
Like going full Iceman from X-Men.
Exactly, totally. But on the ground, not floating in the air.
I feel like I have the personality of a foggy swamp vine bender.
Yeah. For sure.
We see it, Danny.
For sure.
We see it.
For sure. Yeah.
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 I'm glad that was easy for everyone to decide on.
It was beautiful in a strange way. How simple that was. Monroe, you got anything?
Yeah, mine would probably be like earth shock kind of thing, like a shockwave type of thing.
Ooh. I like that.
Ooh.
It's fun. Also calling on your California roots there.
Extreme sports and earthquakes.
I think that I would probably fight with the similar, like, just bald aggression of Azula, but without the disciplined training.
Did you say bald? Like BALD?
He did.
Yeah.
And it
bald
works
face.
totally. It works totally. But when he said bald aggression, I was thinking of Tenzin.
I was picturing a bald Azula.
Well, without the refinement, isn't that just Zuko?
So I guess sort of, but Zuko was just not as good as Azula early on, but he was trying to get there. So that's why I said with less.
Yeah, he had bald angst.
Well, Zuko is actually pretty talented bender. He like
is a talented
instantaneously.
bender. I'm not saying that he's not a
incorporates
talented
other-
bender, but I think that Azula had more natural talent, and
Yeah,
Zuko was working really hard to get to the point where he could defeat her and or his father. And so what I'm saying is, I think I would go at it with the same level of like aggression that Azula has.
Bald aggression.
Naked aggression, if you'd rather. I would just want to say naked.
Nude aggression.
Anyway, but I think
Raw.
like Azula's level of, there you go, raw aggression,
Birthday clothes aggression.
but
We're done.
never
all
mind.
right.
I'm gonna log off and
You
go
know
to bed.
Johnny, you had a great answer.
Doing
Thank
this.
you for sharing. Steve, I think you're the only one left.
Yeah, I think so. I'm having trouble configuring it into the airbenders that I know.
Yeah.
But
You know airbenders?
yeah, a few. A
That's
handful.
crazy.
But when I think about my personality, like trying to translate like what feels like a somewhat balanced mid-level assertiveness into airbending is like strange to configure. Like it's easier to work with extremes. You know, like if I was super flighty, I'd be like, well, I'd just literally fly away. I'd just be monk. Who learned to fly? I forget.
You've heard the story of Guru Lahima, right?
Guru
Yes.
Lahima,
Yeah, Guru Lahima figured out how to fly.
It's not a tale the Earthbenders would tell you.
But yeah, I don't know I can't picture anything that would represent like just trying to move into conflict in a somewhat healthy way.
Emotional healthiness, that's your fighting style.
Hey guys, let's work this out. Oh, it's not working? Okay, I guess I'll just be like a normal level of assertive.
Your fighting style is just lightly pushing people away.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like you're basically just describing Aang. Like he was trying to figure out how to defeat
True.
Ozai without killing him. Literally
That's
every
true.
avatar from the past is like, just kill him.
all the wisdom of the ancestors. Aang, it's up to you, Aang. But kill him.
But you've got a choice in it, but you should kill it.
But if you figure something out that 100 past lives couldn't figure out, that's great. But basically, kill him. Yeah, I mean,
good
Aang.
stuff.
The reason I didn't go for Aang is because so much of his arc in the show is just being like typically evasive, avoidant. You
Yeah.
know, which I'm a little less so. But
Sure.
it's all good.
I do appreciate the phrase, what did you say, mid-level
Assertiveness.
Assertive, mid-level assertiveness.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna find a way to bring that into my lexicon for sure. Well, that's good. I asked that question so that if I ever got in a fight with you, I would know how to take you all down. So,
Wow, this really is about us the whole way through, isn't it?
Yep. 100%.
Justin's just the
Because we
Batman
weren't
to our
putting
Justice
in-
League.
Yeah. I just really love that Justin lives in a world where he thinks he could take me down.
It is pretty cute.
I was a joke. I'm a very tiny man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could take any of you in a fight. If we actually got in a fight, I think you could all take me out.
There's no need.
All right.
There's no need to take us in a fight.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'd expect of someone with emotional stability as their fighting style. That's why I might be able to take you out, Steve.
Nah, he'd talk you down from it. You never have a chance.
You won't even start.
Speaking of emotionally unstable things to do, cactus juice, hallucinogens.
We made a mistake, Justin.
I know you did not. It's hilarious. It's so good.
I love it as Steve.
It's so good. It's so.
You came face to face with the pure charismatic prowess of the Beatles and lost.
You did. You really did. I loved it too. Like, I wish it was one of those times. I wish that we were live or because you could see. I think you bought it, and then I think someone just says, "I try it," and then I'm like, "Do you all try it?" And it was at that moment that I knew something special was about to happen. You wake up, you all take a swig of the cactus juice, and then the next thing you know, you wake up in the middle of the desert. Smash cut. You wake up in the middle of the desert on a rock, and circling in the sand around you are these giant fins. Which, anyone who's worldly enough, so Ren might know this, Osa might know this, are land sharks. Now, before we get to how you're going to deal with these land sharks, I cooked up something a little special. A couple, actually, very special things for this. The first is a custom move that I have made. I don't know how long this drug trip is going to be a present mechanic, so I created a little move that will help us fill in some of the events that have happened in between you taking the cactus juice and when you come to. If it triggers, I'll let you know, and we'll read it and we'll describe what happens. Now, the second fun thing that I have also cooked up that I did not tell any of you about is a list of 8 things. And I'm going to roll this little 8-sided dice for each of you. And each of you is going to wake up to a fun little surprise.
Oh, incredible.
Oh no.
I love this.
What is this? Is this table named something like the
I did not
Sunday
name
morning
it.
table?
Unexpected results.
I know. I just called it things to randomly throw at them at the start of waking up.
It's a very catchy title.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm very.
I feel like there's an acronym there. Yeah.
Things to throw.
So I'm rolling this now, and I'm just taking note of what is happening. And I think what we'll do is we don't need to explain exactly what these are. We can kind of discover it as we're playing. And the last one is Osa. Okay. All right. I'm going to start from the counterclockwise of what I just rolled. So I'm going to get through all of them, and then I'll hand it to you, and you can decide what you want to do. Osa, when you wake up, the first thing you notice after seeing these land shark fins is that in one of your pockets, you reach into your pocket, and it's squishy. And you realize that you've just got a bunch of loose bean curd in your pocket. And you reach into your other pocket and you pull out a bag that looks like it might have been where the bean curd was originally stored, because it's got a logo of a smiling red bean with the tagline that says, "Sweet beans are made of these."
Incredible.
Ren, the thing that you notice after you wake up, other than the land sharks, is that you've got what looks like a check-in tag, right? Like one of those things you get when you drop something off and they give you like a number.
Yeah.
And it's got it looks like an animal hatchery on it. And wouldn't you know it, Rue is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no. I checked Rue into a daycare.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
There's
I would love to
dragon
picture.
Ren.
I'd love to picture the facilities for this place. Like Ren just like, this is a good idea.
I'm sure we will. Che, you
what?
wake up and it's not so much something you notice or like see. It's that it's your pants are very uncomfortable. And you pull them down to take a quick look, and you're actually wearing sparkly red underwear. And on the side, the left side of it, it's got a picture of a kangaroo possum. That's it.
Che spent the rest of his money on underwear.
I love that she's just on this rock and just like this fin's circling us, and I'm gonna check my undies right now. It's so uncomfortable.
I love the idea that we've all gotten so comfortable with each other that Chase just dropping trow in the middle of the desk.
Well, he's not like, full on, but he like lowers it.
He's just taking a peek.
Yeah.
It's a little peek. I gotcha. Liko, you wake up and you feel like not like a lot of pain, but just like some uncomfortability in your right leg.
I got a tattoo, didn't I? I got a tattoo, didn't I?
You see that there are. Well, actually, the tattoo's kind of funny. Actually,
Whatever you were going to have be there, just have it be the tattoo.
No, it wouldn't be funny if it was just what I had wrote down. So I'm going to change it. There is the face of someone you do not know tattooed on your right leg.
Yes. Wow, that's nice.
And Rozak, you wake up, and the first thing that you see when you open your eyes is a giant bag right in front of you. And you open it up, and there is a ton of yuan in it. Like, way too much yuan in this bag.
Where'd you get all that?
I was like, just
And with that, I will leave it in your court.
Nice. You can buy some new underwear.
guys, is this real?
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Takes
sorry.
one
I'm
and
so
bites
sorry.
it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Red just keeps saying that while passing the ticket to Liko. So
Osa's
sorry.
not saying anything. He's just standing there with beans in one hand and the bag in the other, trying to figure out what's going on.
And I'm just looking at my leg, going like, "What the hell is this?"
Oh, you didn't know either. That's good. I really had no idea.
Where it's like sort of like sitting with like the bag in between his legs, just sort of like picking up the money and just letting it fall like through his fingers, just like, oh.
Che like walks over to him, but as he's walking over, he keeps like kind of like doing a little like crouch, like a little, little wide stance. Yeah.
I should say, Che, this underwear is too big for you. Like it's
Yeah, no,
it
Sam's
does
trying to
not
like
fit.
move around a little bit, doing like lunges over.
Doing like the saddle walk.
He's very, very bow-legged right now. And he goes over, he takes one of the pieces and chomps it to see if it's real.
It's real.
Wow.
Guys, I think we have a problem besides all of the other ones.
This seems like a solution, honestly.
What did we do?
You mean the sharks? Yeah, okay.
I don't think we can pay the sharks.
Oh, I mean, I got bombs for them.
Well, let me see. Rose like throws a coin at one of the sharks.
Don't you?
And you see a giant land shark jump out of the sand, eat the coin in midair, and then go back down and just keep circling this rock.
Yeah, we can't pay him. We can't pay him.
Okay.
Maybe you just did.
Yeah, let's not waste any more money. That was never going to do anything. Anyways, I'm going to pull out one of my bombs.
Anyone know
Light
how to
it.
sand bend?
And do the same thing. I'm going to throw it up into the air and hope that it goes for it.
Ah, smart.
Okay. I like that. Why don't you rely on your skills and training? Let's see how this goes.
So 10.
Yeah, you have a 10
Let's
for
do-
that. Okay.
Just want to say that if this happened in real life, you guys would be great people to experience it with.
That'd be fun. It's true. It's true for sure. All right. I don't think I noted how many are there, so we'll do this now. Because one of them jumps up, eats this bomb, goes back down, and you're just like watching this fin circle around for a moment, and then there's just like this shockwave in the sand, and the fin just kind of like falls under.
All right, so I just have to do that, and I look at the fins and start counting.
There are like 3 others.
3 more times.
Here's the problem, Che. You know what? Let's roll the new move and see what we get.
Oh no.
This is a move that I have called Recall Cactus Juice Trip. When you try to recall what happened during your cactus juice trip or something triggers a memory, roll with focus.
Oh. So I should...
Yeah, roll with focus.
Question for you,
All
Justin.
right, Shay, what happened?
Yeah.
You didn't mention if Chad is around.
Chad is also not around either.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be giving you a little too much there.
That's a 7.
That is a 7. Okay. On a hit, a broken memory of your trip comes to you. The GM will tell you one event that you can remember. However, on a 7 to 9, the GM will actually provide 2 events. One will be true, the other will be false, and I will not tell you which is which.
Awesome.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to this party.
This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this, if you couldn't tell. Jay, you go to reach for more of your bombs.
Yep.
And you find that the belt is empty.
Ha-
And all of a sudden, you remember walking into a bakery and seeing some of the delicious pastries and delicacies that are there. And you remember feeling like you could also decorate cakes as well. And you feel like you remember taking all of your bombs and decorating a cake with your bombs.
Someone's going to have a really bad birthday party.
And then leaving the store.
Yeah. Well, we got bad news. Wait, don't I get another story?
There were 2 things that happened in that. So it was the dessert place and that you decorated a cake with your bombs.
So, I may or may not have destroyed a bakery, but I do not have any more bombs. Or I might have ruined a birthday party. Not sure.
That's specific.
Yeah, I think I decorated a cake with my bombs or something. Anyways,
Ren,
we're screwed.
Maybe your poison darts will do something.
I don't have any prepared anymore.
Oh.
I haven't used those in a while.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
Well, I don't think we have anything other than time if you wanted to get some of those ready.
I do have some poison. I'll work it out. There might be a dart around here somewhere.
Justin,
Yes. What?
these sharks have blood, right?
Oh, God.
They do indeed have blood, yes. They do indeed.
Monroe's a deity.
Do sharks have blood?
I'm just asking because they're in the sand. So
It's an option. It's an option.
Well, everyone else is trying to figure out what they can do to stop these sharks. I'm going to sit down in a meditative stance and lift my right hand to my face and try these bean curds.
I mean, they better be good.
Why don't you, Osa, go ahead and roll with focus?
Okay.
Just roll with focus.
Yeah. To recall something.
Heck yeah.
A 10.
10.
Ooh.
Okay. So I will tell you something that happened, and you get a +1 ongoing to act on that information. You remember that you all got super hungry and wandered into this dessert place that makes pastries and whatnot. Maybe the same one from Che's memory, maybe not. And in the memory, you're counting all the people, and there are 6 of you. There's the 5 of you, and then just a random dude who's with you. And you all walk into this dessert place, and it's like we see it from like up in the view where like the 4 of you are like trying the bean curd, and then just Che just like walks off into the back of this place to do what? Who knows? And you have this memory of going to this dessert shop somewhere in the Sihuang Desert.
Does anybody else remember another guy with us at a pastry shop?
did he happen to look like the guy on my leg?
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Oh no.
Then no, I don't remember. But he's on my leg.
Oh no. Is this money his?
Justin, is the character good looking? This guy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good looking guy.
Ren takes a good look at your tat if you'll let him. Liko.
Go ahead.
That's not so bad.
At least he's cute.
Ren, there's someone else's face that I've never seen on my body that I cannot get rid of for the rest of my life.
Well, you've probably
really
seen it. Okay.
I think we have seen him. You just don't remember seeing him.
Which is the same thing, practically, of not seeing him at all, because I don't remember it happening.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
that's fair. I'm sorry.
Do you remember anything else?
No.
Rozak's like after a little while of just worriedly like looking at the cash, he looks up at the land sharks and just stands up and goes, I'm gonna try something. And he tries to like set up a firewall to see if the fins won't swim through that.
Sure, yeah. Maybe like, are you like trying to like put one like straight out so as it's like circling, it'll get to it? And
Yeah, it's more like experimentally to see if it even works.
Gotcha. I like that a lot. Why don't you rely on your skills and training?
All right.
Or you know what? Actually, what do you think about intimidating?
Yeah.
I think that intimidate works. That's all, folks.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna roll passionately. Oh no! I rolled a 6.
You're all the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so what is gonna happen on a 6? Rosic,
Yes.
you throw this wall up, and it does. One of those shark fins is circling, and it stops, and it goes around the wall. Now, the problem is, where are you going to go, and will the fire keep them away for long enough for you to get there?
All right. What's it? We're like looks around. Is this literally like? Are we like a vast desert? Like that's all around as far as the eye can see. That's all we can see.
Yep.
Ren sees the desperation
no.
on Rozik's face, and it's just like, Chad, Chad,
Chad,
Rue.
Okay, let me try one more thing. All right, let's all calm down. I'm going to take a stance, wide stance. I'm going to try to a little wider than usual.
A
little wider than usual.
Shifts a little.
Just keep adjusting those pants.
And I'm going to try to feel how deep this stone goes that we were standing on.
I like that. Ooh.
Or just get like a sense of what we're standing on. If it goes very deep, like I don't need to know the exact dimensions.
Yeah. How do you feel about assessing the situation?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which seems like maybe the first thing someone should have tried to do when this happened.
No.
But
Yeah, we're not those guys.
We're not.
You know,
We're not in our
those
right
people.
mind. We're not in our right minds. Okay. That'd be hilarious if we're just on top of the roof of the library.
Incredible.
Plus creativity. What is my creativity? 13.
Whoa!
oh, wow. Okay.
What?
All right. Ask me 2 questions.
What is my best way out?
Yeah.
I know the first question is what here can I use to?
Yeah.
But my real question is, could I like just take this rock that we are standing on, and if it's too deep, whatever, I'll just slice it. Just take the top layer or the whole thing or whatever, and just slide us away like a vehicle. We'll just kind of just start. It's a little bit of a stretch of a move that I already have. It's a combat move. It's like Earth launch. You just launch yourself. But I'm trying to do like a gentle Earth,
An earth
It,
shove.
The only thing that's going through my head is that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, literally
It's
that.
a
I want to do that. Just like Jay gets in the position to like pretend to drive and has like a shifter.
So here is what I will tell you. I will tell you that when you reach out to this rock you're standing on, it does go very deep. So you could dig into yourself, find the strength to cut this rock at some point, and then start moving it through the sand. The sharks are probably still going to follow you, and that movement might agitate them. So you think if you can do that in combination with maybe some well-timed firewalls by Rosic, you might be able to get through. Now, here is... Rosic had rolled a miss on that, and I was trying to offer a costly opportunity, a risky approach to getting out. This will work. There's going to be some fatigue, I think, that Rosic and Shay will take to combo this and get you guys to safety.
Okay, so here's the plan. Here's what I've got. Rosic, you create those firewalls that you just made, or one that's very similar. Which direction should we go?
We can choose a direction, and I can try to sort of make 2 firewalls, kind of bridging a path for us.
Like, I have a compass, but it doesn't matter because I don't know where we are.
What time of day is it?
It is the middle of the day.
So it's like noon.
Yeah.
So the sun's useless.
Osa looks up. Useless!
I mean, like, I can tell. I know which direction we should go, and he takes out not like which way we should go, but I know the directions. Like, I have a compass. Which actually he pulls it out, and it's just spinning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Useless!
Yeah. Okay, whatever. We'll pick a direction. We go in it. You just like clear like a hallway, Rosic, you know?
Yeah.
Like a path for us to go. And I'm going to take this whole rock that we are standing on. I'm going to cut it because it's actually really big. And we're just going to ride it out of here.
Yeah.
For how long?
I don't know. Hopefully until the sharks stop chasing us. I don't know.
Justin, how long does this go till we can't see anything anymore, like to the horizon where the sharks can, or is there like?
I mean, it's sand as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, we are in the desert.
How did we get here?
I don't know. There's more rocks or something. We could hop from rock to rock or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you do
we
see some rocks. Yeah, like there are dunes and rocks and whatnot. But
is there any sign of that? I can't even remember the name of it now. But that monolith, that stone that the sandbenders kind of use as their point. It's like the spot that the gang got attacked.
Oh, yes, the Siwan Rock. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Or is there just some sort of giant rock somewhere that you can see?
Just any points of interest in vision.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Yeah, you see like way to the north. It looks like there is what looks like a giant mountain from this distance. You can't really tell, like some giant rock jutting out of the sand.
I will take it.
I think Osa points at it and says, maybe we go there?
It's just
heading towards something's better than heading towards nothing, right?
That is a great option. I like it.
Good argument.
I'm going to attempt to, like, very slowly, like...
Sorry. I can just imagine this slowly moving.
Well, first I have to cut the rock. So I'm going to try to, like, slice it very slowly.
Yeah.
Like, underneath us. Another wide stance. A little bit too wide. Also adjust again. And just kind of, like you were trying to, like, put your hands underneath, like, something large to lift it. He's like sliding his hands forward and very slowly.
Like when you're trying to pick up a box that you probably shouldn't be lifting by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Ren sees how much Che is like getting into this stance and like focusing, and like stands behind him and holds up his pants for him.
Thanks. That's really helpful. I get into a more accurate stance and start doing it again.
Liko sees that and is like, what are you guys doing?
I needed a belt. Red obliged.
I'm
my
the belt.
What you got under there, Jay?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe it either. It's very red.
Never mind. It's cool.
The rock starts slowly moving towards this giant rock. Firewalls coming up occasionally to block some of these sharks. And Che, as you're moving to, you notice that your compass actually like stops spinning and centers on the rock and starts pointing towards it.
Cool. So that's what's screwing up the compass.
When do we get Jack Sparrow's compass?
And you continue to move through the desert at a very slow pace, making sure that the sharks do not eat you. And eventually you're probably like maybe like halfway to the rock. Maybe 3/4 of the way when the sharks give up and go off.
Finally. So should we like go the rest of the way, like speed version?
No.
Are you sure?
Let's do it.
You think?
I think
All
Wait
right.
a minute.
What?
How fast?
I don't know. As fast as I can throw us.
if we go too fast, do we risk attracting more sharks or something worse?
We'll just go faster than them.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go a little faster. I'm not gonna throw us.
Okay.
Just a little. I feel like we can loosen them up a little bit. Also, this is very tiring and tedious.
So we are moving a little faster. Ren turns to Liko and sees her expression still while he's holding Chase pants up for him and asks, did you want to hold his pants?
No.
No.
Jay.
No.
Wait,
No.
wait.
No.
Here. Let me try something. And Rozak goes up to Ren and Che, and well, first I hope he still has it. He's gonna reach and try to find his mom's hairpin.
Mhm.
All right, he finds it.
Yeah.
Okay, and he sort of like folds the front of his pants a little bit, like folds it over each other and puts the hairpin in there
Smart.
to use as like a
Wow, that was
I was like, you're genius.
really smart.
let go of my brother.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Ren, I really appreciate it, but it is. I think we've crossed a boundary.
It's like a little Titanic
as
moment
friends.
between.
You just looked like you were really
One of my favorite movies.
okay.
No, you definitely helped me. It was very nice. I just don't think we can come back from this. Anyways, what's with the pin? Rozak, why do you have a pin?
Oh, that's mom's pin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I just keep sliding us forward.
About how much time will it take us to get from where we are to
That rock.
the mountain, the rock?
The sun will be about setting at that point.
So a few hours.
It took all day.
Okay. Well,
How many points of fatigue am I getting?
Yeah, so both Danny and both Rozak and Che would like for you both to mark 3 fatigue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
while we are making this slow journey, Osa is gonna rip off the sleeves of his shirt, and I'm just spending these hours like ripping the strips of cloth and braiding them into a belt for Che.
Ketsune would be proud.
It's true, yeah. You probably learned that from Ketsune.
I love how,
Also, you look so cool now.
I love how one of our hurdles is just finding a way to keep Chase pants off.
Can they do it? Tune in
just-
next week.
Is this going to count as a community problem for advancement at the end of this arc?
for Ren. No one wants to see what Che's got going on under there, so absolutely.
Yeah. Only if we have other witnesses that I protect.
I will say on a more serious note, because Osa kind of keeps this from you guys, you wouldn't necessarily see it, even though there's some on his like neck and face. But when he takes his sleeves off, you guys can see that his arms are just like every inch of his arms are just like riddled with scars that like seem like maybe he got into several knife fights, like you don't know, but just lots and lots of scars all over his arms.
Hey, Rozak,
Yeah.
count that money. Also, Osa, what's with all the scars?
I don't really know. Some of them were there when I came back from the spirit world, and some have appeared since. I don't know.
Wait, they just appear without you getting hurt?
Huh.
Well, there's this thing I can do. I did it for you once, Ren. I can stop other people from getting hurt if I do this thing, but when I do it, scars appear.
So you get hurt?
So goth.
I don't get hurt.
It is pretty goth, but what?
I don't get hurt, but scars appear.
Well, that's kind of nice, actually. They don't get hurt.
So all those scars represents a person that you helped.
Some of them do.
Well, you woke up with some.
Yeah, I think I don't really remember everything that happened in the transition back from the spirit world, so I think that maybe something happened on the way back. But
Yeah, big event. Hard to remember everything. That's fair.
yeah. But anyway, soon you won't have to worry about your pants, and Rozek's pin won't have any chance of getting broken.
Yeah.
Wait, why? What are you doing?
Making a belt.
Oh, wow, cool. I had no idea what you're doing. I thought you were just going for like a look.
Justin, how long does it take Rozek to count the money?
A decently long time. There is a lot of it.
Every now and then, like when you guys are talking, Rozek's like, "Shh, I lost my place."
Jay just reminds him, just like offhand, just like you were there.
Because Rozek was counting out loud
2036.
for every single piece.
All right, 340, 341, 342, 300. Is there a better way to do this?
Just focus, buddy.
I'm just imagining that, like, based on the size of the bag and the relative weight, Che already has like a pretty accurate
Pretty
count
good
of how
idea.
much money.
Oh yeah,
is-
100%. Yeah.
Eventually, the belt is made. The money is counted. The belt fits Che perfectly. And Rozek, there is like 3,000 yuan in here.
Wow.
Counted that.
I was pretty sure it was like 3,000, but I wanted to make sure. Thanks, buddy.
A single tear falls from Rozek's eyes. Because Rozek grew up poor.
This is probably the most money you've ever seen in one place ever.
This is it, guys. We can retire.
Guys, we made it.
Wait, this is like enough for you?
I haven't turned 18 yet, and I can retire.
You guys want one of those small mansions, then I guess.
Dang.
We'll be able to feel really good about ourselves when we return this to its rightful owner.
Rozek looks up at Osa, tears streaming from his eyes. Yeah! Totally.
We're gonna feel great.
Che out of the side of his mouth is like, Rozek, just start pocketing some of it.
I feel like Rozek was already doing that while he was counting. He's like,
That's why it was so
"One."
hard to count.
It's like 2, looks around.
Osa's just quietly smirking at everyone's belief that he wants to return the money.
Eventually, the sun starts setting, the temperature starts dropping, and you find yourself at the base of what is now, you see a gigantic geological formation. It's just this like massive looming rock that just juts out of the sand and looks like it's flat on top. You can see that there's tons of like nooks and crannies. Looks like that they goes further into this mountain.
You guys just want to hang out on top?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, maybe we can see the way we should go from here, from the top.
I like that.
I sort of do like a spinning motion, and the whole rock like does like a foot up and rotates into the wall and like attaches.
Yeah.
And then I just start like rotating my arms, and we just slowly start climbing up. It's very similar to the way Toph did it when they did the same thing in Avatar.
Yeah. You get to the top. It is flat on top. You see that there appear to be a number of maybe like 5-6 foot diameter holes on the top. Just like a bunch of them. But there's also, it's big, so there's decent places that you can like camp out and set up camp.
What do you think lives in those?
Giant worms.
Hopefully people.
Yeah, people don't live here. Okay.
Where people?
We don't live here.
We don't live here.
Not yet. Rozek keeps crying.
Oh,
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry.
Justin, is the hole like on the ground or like in the wall?
You're on the top of this giant flat.
Oh, so it's on the.
It's on the top, yeah.
Okay,
It's a bunch of holes.
Rosa, could you like shoot some fire into it to see how deep it is?
Okay.
Wait.
And Rosa kind of jumps up and just launches fire with both of his hands into that hole.
Why did you do that?
Not like that. Not like... I meant some...
If there is something in there, it's gonna come out now.
And there is a moment of quiet. All you hear is like the wind whistling over the sand.
Okay, maybe there's nothing in there.
And then you start hearing... It sounds like really tinny, like... and it starts to get louder and louder, and it's... As out of all
Why'd
of
you
the
let me do that,
holes,
guys?
a swarm of buzzard wasps come shooting out and immediately come flying at the five of you. What do you do?
Firewall. As high as he can make it. As high and wide as he can make it.
Osa's immediate reaction is to try and just blast a gust of air at them.
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just instinctively you try and do it. Rosic, tell me more about this firewall. Is it just 4 walls? Is it more like a fire igloo?
Yeah, I guess I don't know if he can do that. But he kind of makes a V
around you. Okay,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
A V in front, so like where's the point?
the point is pointing towards the buzzard wasps in front of us.
Okay, they're swarming.
Oh, they're swarming. They're already swarming around us.
I mean, yeah, they're starting to come from the left and the right.
All right,
like, they're not just coming in like a single line.
Fire TP.
Okay. Why don't you push your luck? Because you said, I don't think Rosic has ever done this before.
Yeah. I guess I didn't have to say that, but I'm honest.
Just like we don't have to give back the money.
11.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, we don't have to give back the money.
Rosic, you shoot this fire blockade around the 5 of you, and it works. You can hear the loud, cacophonous buzzing coming from the other side. And it's starting to get pretty hot in here. So you're going to have to find some way out. Now, interestingly enough, you push this out far enough that there is one of the holes that goes down into this mountain, and no buzzard wasps have come out of it. Maybe they've all come out of the other holes, and you get a clear shot down below. Or maybe you want to do something else.
I don't like where this is going.
Guys?
There's another hole we could...
I mean, they came out of all of the other ones. Why would... I mean, this is probably their nest.
Or there's something worse in that hole and they know about it.
That is also a great reason to not go down there.
I don't know if we have...
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to create a structure around us, and
Nice.
it is very latrine shaped. So,
Of course. You do what you
that's all I
know.
got.
You do what you know.
Yep. Very large, though.
Yes, a large latrine.
Very large latrine.
It's good. That's a good callback. Why don't you rely on your skills and training?
Absolutely. Wow, I'm rolling rocks. 12.
Okay, nice. Yes, you all feel the fire dissipate as this giant outhouse is the best word you've got for it. Complete with a toilet and what looks like some sort of like stone basin for what you're assuming is to wash your hands and clean yourself. Surrounds you, the 5 of you.
Why do you always have to add the amenities?
Amenities?
Something about the stance.
Amenities.
It's harder to do without the amenities than it is with the amenities. Yeah. Anyways, we have bought some time, but like,
We can't just stay in here forever.
yeah, that is where I was going with that.
Do we
what
have
you
any
do?
more cactus juice?
No. Even if we did, no.
Just drink some more and wake up at some point in the future.
Somewhere else.
Maybe the cactus juice teleports us.
Yeah, we treat it like Lost in Space, where they're just like, well, random location, let's go. So,
Che, you could always make a new hole.
yeah, that is.
Like the one we're in?
I could like avoid their caves, I guess, but what does that do?
Maybe we can poke out the side.
I mean, if we want to just get down, we can just do that.
Just go back down.
No, I'll just take this whole structure and just slide it down the side of the mountain like I did in the reverse. The reverse of what I did earlier, where I lifted us up.
Where did we go then?
Yeah, that's the kind of the bigger question.
Right.
We kind of need them to chill so that we can leave without them just following us and killing us off in the desert.
I guess we could wait them out.
Oh. If try to maybe like sink us into this and then try to maybe just throw the outhouse off of the mountain and see if they'll just follow it.
Where are we supposed to be when this happens?
In the ground under the fake outhouse?
Okay.
I don't see that lasting for very long, Rose.
Yeah.
You had a better idea with the comb, the hairpin.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
You've already had a good idea today, so
Oh,
maybe
you're
we
right,
should just
you're
take a
right.
break.
Rozek opens up his notebook and you see him sort of like cross something off and close it back up.
Yeah, you only get one good one a day.
Yeah. So it's only bad ideas from here on out. I'm sorry, guys.
Rozek, why don't you take a nap? And then when you wake up, you'll have another good idea.
All right. Rozek will
8 hours of
lay
rest.
down and use his bag of money as a pillow.
It's very difficult to sleep because you can hear the buzzing outside, as well as like it sounds like every now and then like they're trying to like
Oh my
hit
gosh.
the latrine with their stingers.
All right. I don't like it, but I think we should go into the other hole.
I just don't know how that gets us out of here.
It doesn't. But it just gets us out of this particular situation. It's only a matter of time till... I mean, we can't stay in here forever. We've got no food, no water.
Fair.
We have some water. Ren takes the pouch off your hip and makes
Well-
to start drinking it.
I still think just taking the whole latrine and sliding it down the side of the mountain so that at least we're not like on their front doorstep is just a fair option.
But what happens after that?
I don't know. Hope maybe we try to signal somebody. It's like nighttime now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we go down, I can just open a quick hole in the top of the thing on
Oh,
in the roof.
and I'll
And
have some
then-
fire or something.
Yeah. Rosa could shoot some fire out of it. Anyone even close would see it.
Yeah. There's probably
Even
even buzzard
far.
wasps blocking the way right now, though.
I mean, you shoot it up high enough, it won't matter.
Did Ren really drink my water?
Ren makes for a sip if you don't stop him.
Okay, I immediately take that away from him.
Friend, that has touched several people that we've fought.
You never change out your water? Ren just looks at Liko.
No,
Why would she?
I don't drink it.
Thank you for sparing me.
You don't change out your weapons, dude.
I don't know how benders do stuff.
Well, you got me there.
We don't either.
But I do have to, like, clean my weapons. I know you don't clean your dirt.
Hey, little did you know. I actually do.
How am I supposed to clean my water?
You just replace it, Liko. Oh,
With
fuck you, swamp people.
You always want to give your enemies the luxury of being slapped in the face with clean water.
Nobody ever makes fun of you, Ren, for where you came from. Why you gotta make fun of me?
That's fair. I just don't feel myself.
We're all just under a lot of pressure, you know? The buzzing outside is not helping anything.
It's really
I was
bothering
like, please
me.
shoot fire out of the roof. Thank you. And I'll just open a little hole.
And we're like, we'll try to launch a flare-like fireball through the roof.
Okay. In trying to signal someone?
Yeah, just like as high as it can.
Well, he'll just do it for like a while, and then he'll be like, all right,
Close it
we're
off.
going down.
All right.
Yep.
Why don't you...
There is something I did want to...
Yes, please.
I wanted to talk to Osa real quick.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's actually let's resolve the roll because there'll be probably some time in between if something happened. So there'll be time to talk to Osa. Why don't you push your luck, Rosic?
Pushing. Yeah, that's a 5.
It's a 5. That is a 5.
I mean, I could spend a fatigue, but that's only one.
Yeah, if 2 people want to spend a fatigue. And tell me how
the other person has to... Yeah. I feel like I'm already helping.
Just hoist up Rosic again.
I mean, I've got something, but if someone wants to step in
Just
and help...
him. No, I'm good. I don't have any help.
Hoist Rosic up. Higher!
The fire goes out for a while. The roof closes. The buzzing continues, and now you just sit and you wait and you hope someone saw it.
Well, I'm gonna, like, after we're done with that, I'm going to slide us over to the edge and start sliding us down.
Yeah.
The side of the mountain.
Yeah. And the entire time you're hearing like the buzzing and like the stingers hitting it as you're moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it as slowly as possible to try not to irritate them, but they're already...
Yeah. And eventually you get down to the bottom and you still hear the buzzing and the stingers around you.
Okay.
Well, Jay. We made it to the bottom.
Well, I didn't
Hasn't
say that
stopped.
there wouldn't be any... the buzzards are still around. I know.
But what do we do now?
Well, at least we're in a position that somebody could help us. Well, I guess I could just start sliding us in a different direction, I guess.
Mobile unit.
Yeah. We're just... It's not that different from an earth tank, right? I mean, that's basically how...
It's a porta potty.
It is. It is a very...
Can we call it
portable
porta
potty.
pod?
A literal portable potty.
Rosa kind of looks up at the group. Guys,
What?
Yeah.
No.
I kind of gotta go.
No.
Not now, Rosa.
You gotta hold it, buddy.
I think I'm kind of full of cactus juice. Kind of gotta go.
Just hold on to that for like a little while.
All right.
All right, just give us a moment, and we'll get to that later.
Rosa is like swaying like his legs a little bit.
You're just continually slowly moving this portable potty. You've got a moment to chat with each other.
I deck out the potty with like runners, like ski runners on the bottom. Nobody can see it, but I put them on there. Makes it a little easier.
It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, Osa,
Yeah.
do you think you could possibly, like... Can you sense if there's, like, spirits nearby?
I can try. If I focus a minute, do I sense anything?
Why
I guess I need to roll.
Yeah, let me... what is the exact wording on Eyes of the Soul?
When you assess the situation, you can ask one of the following as an extra question, even on a miss.
Okay.
Which I did. I missed.
You are. Yeah.
But,
You missed. Okay.
But
Go for it.
yeah, who or what here has been touched by spirits?
You sense a massive amount of spirit energy coming back from the direction you came from. Like you're maybe a little further away from the mountain at this point. Not too far, but like, a few feet away. And it's moving.
Toward us?
Up, out of the mountain at a very fast speed.
Oh. Shay, you can move fast, right?
I can try.
I think it's time for us to move fast.
No.
There's something with a massive amount of spiritual energy coming up out of the mountain.
Oh, fun.
And at that point, you hear what sounds like the mountain shattering. And a deafening buzz that fills this entire area. It is so loud, you can't even hear each other talking.
I open up the smallest little window in the back of just a little.
You see what looks like one of the buzzard wasps, but it is humongous, and it is glowing with this dark purple ichor, and it is barreling towards you.
We gotta go.
We
Spirit wasp. Spirit wasp.
So Shay has seen because we were in the foggy swamp. He's seen how the swamp benders do they swing their arms in full circle to move in the water. Probably never in full speed, but because they were just in the village. But he's just like, all right, close enough, and he just swings his arms in circle, just hilariously large circles, and tries to go as fast as possible.
Why don't you push your luck?
Yeah, I don't. I should.
No.
You know, it had to happen eventually. What am I rolling?
Push your luck.
Push your luck is passion. All right, so 6.
No.
Anyone want to help or
Rozak, well, sort of like a
There's a hole
callback.
in the back.
So yeah, sort of like a callback to our shoot riding in Omashu. Rozak will try to launch a jet of flame out the peephole in the back.
Okay. Mark a fatigue.
Okay.
At this point,
Get
Justin,
that to a 7.
would the thing in the mountain be considered far away?
No.
It's close.
Not at all.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was far away.
So do I.
Because then you could reach out to it.
Yeah.
Reach out to
You can't because it's close.
Yeah, it has to be a far away NPC.
Oh, come on.
If it makes you feel any better, at no point were you far away from this thing.
True.
It does not make me feel better. In fact, that makes me feel worse.
Way worse. All right, Rozak, you've marked a fatigue.
yes. I'm
to
at
bring
4
that up.
fatigue now.
I know you are. To bring that up to a 7. This thing is hot on your trail. And you start gaining speed, Che, just trying to move as fast as possible. And with that little bit of the boost from Rozak's fire jet, you sort of take off and shoot off of this dune and just go hurtling into the air. And then crash into the sand and keep going. I would like for all of you to mark another fatigue.
Oh my god.
As you get jostled around in this latrine.
Coffin.
Yeah. Latrine coffin. You're a little bit further away from it now. It is still chasing after you, though.
I have another question, Justin.
Yeah. Please.
I'm just trying to do something useful right now. Are Rue and Chad considered NPCs?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll consider them NPCs.
Then I am going to reach out to Rue. I'm going to use call from afar.
Okay.
Rue's busy at the daycare, Johnny. Rue just has toys in front of her.
Oh, thank God. I got a 10. Well, got a 10.
All right.
Okay, so I reach out in mind or spirit. It is loud and clear. So I close my eyes. I imagine that this is just before we hit the ground. And I cry for help. I go, Rue, we need you in the desert. We're being chased. And I will send Rue a vision of the thing that we saw coming out of the mountain.
Okay. And cry for help and they'll hear you and rush to your aid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I let them see something I see. But I don't need the memories or whatever.
I mean, I have to give it to you too. I mean, it's just a little flavor because it's funny. We're revealing the stuff that's happened.
Well, I meant because she would return memories and knowledge of the site, and I was guessing Rue hasn't seen this thing before, but
no, she hasn't. Yeah. You reach out and you hear Rue kind of connect with you, and you hear that. And you can kind of see where Rue is. And this entire time, you thought you had checked Rue into a daycare, like for animals. It is actually just a coat check. So it's just like a closet of a bunch of coats. And then in the middle of one of like the coats, or like in between two of them, is Rue's face. And she's got like the coat check tag like dangling off of her ear.
No.
oh, poor Rue.
And then you see her just burst out of the roof of whatever this place was, and you know that she's barreling towards you. It might take some time, but
yeah, I open my eyes.
She's trying her best to find you,
and I say, "Rue's on the," and then we crash into the ground.
Tumble, and then you quickly right yourselves and keep moving. This thing is still chasing after you. What do you do to stave it off or get further away?
What are the weather conditions outside?
It is dark. It is a clear night, though.
There is something I did want to try that I've done before. What I did before was that I was able to suffocate someone by taking the water. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
I'm going to try, as I'm running with everybody else, to suffocate this gigantic thing.
It's a spirit, though.
Yeah, it is a spirit.
I hate these things.
Well, I mean, I don't think that Lika would be thinking,
sure,
will this kill us? You know, it's
Sure.
just something to do.
Yeah, she can definitely try it still. I definitely think this is another push your luck, unless your intent is to try and like intimidate it into like backing off or giving in.
I don't think she's trying to intimidate. I think she's just trying to do whatever
right.
she can just to...
Push your luck then.
I got an 8.
Got an 8.
Ren will use the help action by hoisting Liko a foot higher.
Oh my god.
And we'll do that one leap like in Dirty Dancing.
As the GM, I will say... As the GM, I will say that does not do anything to help the situation.
I know, I'm just kidding. I just want it to be a trope now that Ren picks people up when he doesn't know what else to do for a help action.
Quick, run at me!
He lifts people up or lifts pants up.
Exactly, one or the other.
Yes, he's going to lift something.
I got you.
In the arms of an angel.
Here is what happens. Liko, you reach out and start trying to coalesce all of the water in the air around this thing. And as you're doing it, you start to like try to do what you did to that person and quickly realize that spirits do not work the same way. You just like you start to like snake the water like around and in its, mouth and whatnot, and you realize this isn't like a material body. But you do start to like coalesce and create these like ice paths or like water blockades that do seem to slow it down. So it's contending with just these like giant globs of water that you like continually try to like form in front of it, and it hits them and kind of gets slowed down for a second. And then at some point though, it like raises its stinger.
No.
And this giant stinger just comes firing at your latrine and knocks the roof off. So like the top of it is just like shattered. As you can now see, all 5 of you now see this like 10-story buzzard wasp glowing with bright purple dark ichor chasing you. And I would like for Liko to mark afraid. That is the cost to scrape by. But it is slowing down. And I will say if you can do one more thing successfully, you will have been able to escape from this thing chasing you.
I've already marked afraid.
How about insecure?
Sorry, Justin, just to get a clear picture of this thing in my head, because you've said ichor a couple of times now.
It's like sludge.
So it's got like discharge coming out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Justin, speaking of insecure, when I had shot that flame into the hole, I unmarked it. And I figured that was a foolhardy action.
Sure, that's pretty foolhardy. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to, so the roof is gone. We can just see now. I've been just driving us blind. Do I see any like rocky areas instead of just like straight up sand?
Why don't you go ahead and assess the situation?
Also, on a similar note, if I look to the skies, do I see anything flying toward us besides this spirit buzzard wasp?
That I will not make you roll assess the situation. You do not at this moment see anything. You have just reached out to Rue. Might take a little bit to get to you.
13 again.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
So I have to ask.
You don't have to.
Yeah. I guess a combination of what's my best way out or away.
Yeah.
And what here can I use to fight this thing off or slow it down or
All right. Up ahead, you see like a number of like mountainous, rocky, cavernous areas. And it looks like if you could get in there and navigate through these rocky crevices, you might be able to lose it. It's gonna require some pretty deft maneuvering, but
you want me to do ice dodging?
You to deftly slide into a crevasse.
All right, I'll do it.
All right.
I steer as towards it. You guys are probably going to want to hold on tight.
You all see Jay turn, like drifts and turns towards just like a bunch of crevasses and like rocky, mountainous like areas. And okay, you can take a +1 to act on this answer. You get up to this thing.
Okay.
I would like for you to tell me how you start maneuvering through and what you do.
So I said I had put like runners on the bottom of it. I'm going to, he will once he builds up enough speed, because he's just trying to go as fast as he can, and also I'm sure the ground kind of levels out at this point.
Yeah.
He stops like pushing and just focuses on like turning the runners to like navigate us through. And like if he has to, he'll like lift us up and like do like a little hop over any stones that he can.
Yeah.
And that's just what he does. He's just trying to get us through and navigate through the rocks.
I love it. Why don't you go ahead and push your luck and take a +1 because you were acting on the information you got from your situation.
So that's a +1 on top of my passion?
Correct.
Okay.
That is a +1 ongoing.
12.
Wow. Okay. The 5 of you are like, I think just because of like the aerodynamics of this like shoot essentially through this cavern, you're like picking up speed and you're like hopping occasionally, and like Che will like push it off onto the wall if he needs to move something, and it swings back down, and the entire time this thing is just barreling through these mountains, and it's like crash, crash, crash as it's following you, and it is getting closer and closer and closer. And Che, you see up ahead like a light now coming out of the end of this like crevasse, and you look behind you and it is like about to grab you, and you shoot through the exit and it crashes into the rock, and it kind of then just like limply buzzes and then buzzes back towards the rock that it came from. As you guys just go hurtling into the dune.
Oh no exhale. We go as we crash into the side. So that was a success. It's pretty good.
Where the heck is Rue? I should have called Chad.
We lost Rue. Oh, you called Rue.
And a few moments later, you do hear, and you see circling around, you see a dragon otter.
Oh, that was incredible.
By the way, Ren, you didn't put her in a daycare. We left her in a coat check.
Just a coat check?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know, but see, when she lands, I'll like take the tag off of her ear.
Ren looks at the tag. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Man, we really got into it, huh?
Hey guys,
Rue,
I got good.
You're
I
not
got good
a
news.
coat. I know that.
Wait.
And then Rue just like goes up next to Liko and starts nuzzling against her, like looking, giving like mad eyes at Ren.
Ren just like, wait here.
I'll never drink cactus juice again.
I don't know. That's pretty cool.
You're enjoying this?
There's some
Hey,
left.
we survived. I got us out of there.
Wait,
We're fine.
Rosic, you said you have good news?
Oh, I don't gotta go anymore.
Osa just takes a step back from Rosa.
All right, well, we're leaving him here. That's a joke. I'm joking. But yeah, maybe.
I'll
do you want me to make another?
I'll lay a towel out or something before I sit on route.
No. We'll just make another. I'll make another little outhouse for him. I'm like, all right, you should probably change or something.
Rose like looks in his backpack and he finds just a surplus of that shiny red underwear.
No, he does not. No.
I wish.
Oh, I'm also going to change. I make another. Rue's here with our bags. Gonna change real quick.
Now that
guys.
we're not running from anything, I think Osa also like takes off the shirt that he ripped and rifles through his bag and pulls out a new one. Actually has sleeves.
Pulls out a new one.
Pulls it on.
Oh, man, I think that was really working for you. I don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, these were what I had on. This is why I couldn't stand up straight. What do you think these are? Because they do not fit me.
Che, why don't you roll to recall what happened during your cactus juice trip?
What if I... Is it focus?
It is focus,
That
yes.
includes? Okay, that's 10.
Okay. Che, all of a sudden, you're holding them up and you're like looking at them for the first time. Really, like out, like not, a part of your body. You hold them up and then you remember that you were like in a, I don't know, like a giant room full of a bunch of other people all screaming and shouting. And in the middle of the room is a ring. And there are two people standing in the ring. And there is a large man wearing this red underwear holding a trophy up over his head. And he is wearing, and alongside the underwear, he's wearing like a red mask too, and like a red cape.
You stole the bottom of a luchador's uniform.
You stole Luchador's costume.
Yeah. Yeah. The important thing is that they were worn by the champion. That's
probably why you stole them.
I don't really have I don't have anything for that. I just tossed them to the side. That was weird. That's a weird thing to do. I don't know why I did that.
Ren grabs them and pockets them. These could come in handy.
All right.
Just for our satisfaction as players, I don't know how much of that Che actually told us about, but does it...
He explains it all.
I guess I'll ask us also then. If you imagine the guy without a mask, did he look like the tattoo?
No, not really.
Who the heck is
His head
this
was too
guy?
big for that. This face is really well proportioned.
I wonder if all this money belongs to that guy.
Who cares?
I wonder if Che won it wrestling against the champion and then took his pants.
That does sound like me.
I don't want the belt. I want your pants.
I want your dignity.
Little did he know he would need the belt.
I really did need the belt.
What is your plan? It is in the middle of the night. Rue has finally come.
Now that
You still don't know where Chad is, though.
No.
And you were still in the middle of the desert.
One problem at a time.
now that Rue is here, do we just go back?
Yeah, Rue, do you remember which direction you came in from? So you could take us back to the village? All right, perfect. That's good enough for me. I'm so tired. I flop into my seat. I don't even mount it. I just fall over and just kind of
rice that.
And you all start to file on, and Ren starts to get on, and Rue goes,
I promise I won't check you into a coat rack ever again. And I'm also not drinking the juice. I'm sorry. Okay. Ren gets on.
and you all get on and start flying back to the village. It's a bit of a trip. And about halfway...
How did we get out here?
We'll find that out. We'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. We'll figure it out. In the middle of the desert, though, you do see what looks to be a broken sand sailor and a fire on the deck of it.
Oh.
And I don't know how high up you are, but you do see they look like they're two teens, about your guys' age, maybe a little bit younger. Probably I think Ren or Che are the youngest, so maybe a year or two younger than those two.
Mm.
And they're huddled up next to each other on this broken sand sailor in the middle of the desert.
You just kind of see their figures in the night against like firelight, or okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll let you figure out what you want to do next week. Leave the kids to their ultimate death, or
give them cactus juice.
Yeah. Give them cactus juice, and they'll end up somewhere else.
Let's see if Osa votes for abandoning these kids. We have a mission. We need to figure out what happened. Those kids are not important.
And yeah, that is, I guess, the first part of figuring out what happened during this cactus juice trip. Very fun.
We have a job to do.
Oh, I know. I'm not the one who drank the cactus juice.
I was coerced. I was peer pressured.
It wasn't peer pressure, Che. It was just your turn.
I've never heard that before. Anyways. I love that.
That's a shout out to my good friend growing up, Blake Henderson. He came up with that one.
Thanks, Blake.
Nice.
No way he listens to this, but thank you, Blake. That was very fun. I was laughing the entire time.
It was very good.
Justin, was the entire cactus trip sequence just your way of vetoing Chad from our group?
No, not at all.
He would never do that at all.
Chad is just in a different coat rack.
I have to think about where Chad is. I'm not really sure where Chad is. We'll find him.
Neither are we. So it works out great.
Steve, you got any words for our listeners?
Well, you had a $5 word this episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, do you know which one it was? Anybody? So close. It was cacophonous. I was like, it's so good. So good for the buzzard wasps. Anyway, I do have words. We're having a cacophonous good time. Because that doesn't work.
Doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But if you'd like to support the show, help us keep doing what we're doing and do more cool things, help us get to our Patreon goals, you can support us there with the link in the show notes. And you can join for just $5 a month, which is literally the cost of a two-handed stainless steel tongue scraper.
Ooh,
which is just a disconcerting thing to see in someone's bath. I know it's so large. You can Google this. So there are two-handed stainless steel tongue scrapers, and I just think that would be so unsettling to see in one of your bathrooms.
I'm not.
So don't be
it's
that
unsettling
person.
to know that it exists.
I haven't looked it up, so I don't know what it actually looks like. But I'm just imagining something wildly inappropriate.
Oh, wow.
So don't be that person. Just be an Ember Island player instead.
Yeah.
Or even a White Lotus member, whatever you like.
Yeah.
And thanks always for listening, and huge thank you to our supporters who help us do this.
Thank you. We enjoy telling stories. We enjoy laughing and hopefully making you laugh as well, too. Well, we will see you next week. Thanks for journeying around the Four Nations with us. Bye.
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 See ya.
The Flying Bison Podcast is an independent podcast. If you feel like directly supporting the show, please check out our Patreon. While the Flying Bison Podcast seeks to emulate the tone of Avatar: The Last Airbender, this is an improv tabletop role-playing game, and the actors may briefly depict scenes with more mature story elements. Avatar Legends is developed and produced by Magpie Games. The worlds of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: The Legend of Korra are property of Viacom CBS. Intro music is Dizu by Sendai, and outro music is Tokyo Funk by LATG Music. Logo and art by Cate and Matthew Mahnke. You can find more of their work at pomakin.com. Link in the show notes.